Hello and welcome back to Women's Football Talk, the YouTube channel that brings you all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. And today we continue within our WSL preview of each team, and we are looking at Manchester City. So Manchester City were a side last season that got off to a bit of a slow start, obviously losing in that opening day game to Aston Villa, and then the results slowly trickled their way throughout the first half of last season. But then towards the end of last season, I think going on a 12-13 game unbeaten run, they looked absolutely fantastic. Obviously many thanks to Khadija Shaw for that, keep scoring many goals for them and keeping them very much in the hunt for the Champions League spots for as long as possible. However, ultimately they did miss out on that Champions League spot, so they won't be playing Champions League football this season. Not a lot of business actually done by Gareth Taylor's side. Gareth Taylor himself has signed a new one-year deal. Hayley Russo, Caroline we already left. Hayley Russo has departed for Real Madrid, and they've brought in Gilles Roord from VfL Wolfsburg for what is the most expensive signing of this summer window. It's a bit of business I think that they needed to do, because last season at times what I classed as the Georgia Stanway role from the season before, they seemed to be missing that creative midfielder who could play that forward line pass towards Bunny Shaw and get more involvement from her. Was really lacking last season. But I do think Jill Roord can definitely add that to this team. I'm expecting Chloe Kelly to find her feet again after a bit of a slow start for last season from her. And then how else this City team lines up is going to be very intriguing, because obviously Lauren Hemp, fantastic wide player as well. Then you've got Mary Fowler, who had a fantastic World Cup, and when her chance was to shine, I think is definitely one that needs to be involved a lot more in that Manchester City team. And then obviously you got Jess Park back from her loan at Everton, where she was absolutely exceptional, and Dana Castellanos as well coming in for her second season at the club. Midfield, I don't think that's really going to be too much of an issue. I think Yui Hasegawa has got that spot nailed down a lot. She was really fantastic. Man City's second best player for me, behind Khadija Shaw last season, because she just came in what was her first season at the club, and she just got on with her stuff so nonchalantly and was absolutely fantastic in that sense. And then I think Laura Coombs, Philippa Agendal will probably be intertwining in that other position. And then defence, I think, is going to be an interesting one this season. Will Steph Horton stay fit, or will she be one that again won't be in and amongst the first team? Where will Alex Greenwood be playing? Will she be back playing as a natural left back, or will she be playing in the centre half role? So it's going to be interesting to see how that back four really does line up for Manchester City this season. And again, Ellie Roebuck, can she get back to her best? Because it wasn't really a good season for her. She was making quite a lot of mistakes, tactical errors. Obviously thinking back to the Manchester derby where she got herself sent off, it was just not really her best season. So I'm expecting a bit of change from her in this season coming forward. And I'm not too sure what to expect of Manchester City. I think they needed to do a bit more business, then bringing in Jill Roord to try and get amongst Chelsea challenging for the title. They can definitely be second, third, and obviously fourth again, trying to get that Champions League spaces. Will they get it? It obviously remains to be seen, but they don't have to worry about any of the qualifying or getting that this season, for having to face extra competition from the Champions League. Obviously from finishing fourth in England, you don't get that extra Champions League spot. So it's going to be really an interesting battle for Manchester City. Can they break back into that top three and get the Champions League spots? A look ahead to their first couple of fixtures through the month of October. They start off with an away trip to West Ham United, then they face Chelsea at home and Bristol City at home, before concluding October with an away trip to Leicester City. So 3 very winnable games to start their season off, but that second match day against Chelsea, all eyes are going to be on it, and it will show you the real I think even this early on in the season. So the second match day, are City really title challengers, or will Chelsea just blow them away? As we know, Emma Hayes' side is very much capable of doing. It's going to be a big watch, and you'll be able to see that on the 8th of October. But in the meantime, make sure you like and subscribe on this channel so you never miss, and turn on the post notification bell so you never miss a video of ours. Go back and check out any of the other WSL previews if you have missed out on them so far, and make sure you're following us on social media, Twitter and Instagram, for all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. And we also have a podcast out each Tuesday where we look back at all the action from the football happening and any of the talking points, and we'll have a proper WSL preview out on there as well. In the meantime, we'll see you soon.